I am Matt Cofran, Director of Cloud Operations at Insulet for 5 years. My role for the team is to provide operational support for all of our cloud applications that reside within the Insulet platform. We have a wearable pod. It's waterproof, tubeless, and it's connected to the individual with diabetes, delivers insulin to them, connects with a CGM. The responsibility that I perform in the organization is to allow the pod and the device to connect to the cloud, upload data. That data is then distributed to internal or external partners for communication, forensics, analysis on just diabetic numbers. We're definitely a forward-thinking company, thinking about data as the future technology. So part of the organization, the support is the cloud is a key component of this and how it connects. So my team providing release support, operational support, stability, availability of the cloud for individuals. It's essential for our users to have. 80% of our footprint is in AWS. We have a couple applications in Azure that are our data lake or another Discover application that provides insights. We have about 50 accounts distributed from region, environment, and then function, whatever team is using that account or environment. We trust the teams, but again, you want that level of governance and control to make sure that they're doing what is intended, especially with being a med tech company. Our data and privacy of our users is utmost importance. And then the other side is the finance side. So think about a cost. If you need to add additional load balancer, what's the impact of that? Setting these up and making sure the security protocols are in place. I've been researching a lot of companies. We've used other platforms. I felt that Kion to me was nimble enough to be able to integrate well with our platform. It also gave us a lot of flexibility. So when you look at these other products, they talk about FinOps as the focal point, but that was it. There wasn't any depth, and you can display data all you want. But I think for me, where Kion kind of set the difference was it gave you the insight, gave you the actions, but it gave you more. The automation was a big part. Looking at how it could give the level of visibility, exposure, but also the control to make actions based on what you're finding. So I think for me, it was the FinOps Plus side of it. So when I started looking at the product, it checked every box. Creating budgets, forecasting, awareness on costs. So we have a lot of teams that IT right now is driving their budget or their costs right now. And I think for us, we want the individuals, the owners of the application to be able to take more ownership of what's being deployed, how it's being managed, what's in place. It's the sprawl that I think that's going to be the area that we want to focus. But the other side is also the governance aspect, the automation. I love automation as long as it's in a controlled fashion, and it's a way for us to know kind of the impact. When we first integrated the system, I think we were able to identify waste immediately. And it was deeper than using AWS Trusted Advisor. Trusted Advisor gives you best practices, but it really doesn't give you the level of visibility we saw to identify the waste and take action on that waste that we identified. I think for us, it's a lot of manual work is being done now to optimize our systems. We want to start using Gen AI to start analyzing the systems, the logs. Right now, that's really where it's forecasting and potential anomalies. So that's really a big area. We use it for coding, we use it for just operations, we use it for insight, for surveillance. There's a lot of components we embed, but it's a trust factor again. Bringing it in, you have to make sure you trust that system. And that's really the struggle that we've been going through. We're excited to begin our partnership with Kion. The future's bright, looking at some of the stuff that we want to start using, and the perfect timing.